Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming to you guys with a tag that I seen a couple of my YouTube girlies do. I Love Dawson's Creek as well as Rick and Born to Please did it, and I think I might have seen a few others out there. I'm not too sure, but I thought it would be a totally cool tag to do, so I wanted to go ahead and do it too. It is called the beauty scenario tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the questions, and let's get started. The first question is, you have to get rid of all your foundations and you can only keep one high-end one and one drugstore. Which do you keep? Well, I don't have any foundations, so that would be a hard one to answer. However, I did use foundation before in one time, and if I had to, I would say my high-end foundation would probably be when I used my Makeup Forever. That was one of my favorites, my Makeup Forever HD foundation. And then one drugstore would definitely be my L'Oreal True Match foundation. I really enjoyed that when I used it. And if I were to go back to foundation, that would definitely be one of them. Number two, you go for an interview and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? I am not the type of person to let someone go with lipstick on their teeth. So whether or not the interview was positive or negative, I would turn around and tell her. Probably as soon as I found out, I would probably interrupt her and say, excuse me, but I just wanted to let you know that you do have lipstick on your teeth, and leave it at that. I would expect someone to tell me, whether they liked me or not. I would expect someone to say you have lipstick on your teeth. Number three, you're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up. Which lipstick do you put on to make yourself feel beautiful? Well, I have more than enough lipsticks that I would ever need. But for me, when I really want to make myself feel beautiful, I usually go towards a lipstick that tends to be one of my more expensive ones. And red or burgundies are definitely my shades. I would either pull one of my YSL lipsticks, or I would get this one from Lipstick Queen from the Velvet Rope collection. It is called Black Tie, and it is a gorgeous matte red. I do not use this lipstick as much as I would like because it costs 50 bucks, but it is definitely one that makes me feel happy. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay. Number four, you go back in time for a day to your teenage years. Oh, I really did not like my teenage years. How would you do your hair and makeup differently? I never really did my makeup in high school. I would use black eyeliner, if anything, and I always rocked out like Revlon's Black Cherry lipstick. That was my first lipstick ever, and I wore it a lot because Aaliyah was like my thing back then, so that's kind of what I had. And maybe rock out more nude. I just never used a lot of makeup. And when it comes to how would I wear my hair differently, I always wore my hair up in high school. I surfed a lot and my hair was really long. Those of you who follow me in high school, or who have been my friends in high school and stuff like that, know that my hair was super duper long. Even in intermediate school, my hair was like down to my knees. So I always had to pull my hair back. And knowing what I know now, I would definitely not pull my hair back as much so that I could keep some of my hair. Number five, you ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length Pixie Lott haircut, but they hear wrong and give you a pixie cut. Do you A, smile, say thank you, leave, and call your mom hysterical? B, cry in the chair and things get awkward? Or C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? Those that know me know that I almost always cut my hair. When I found out I was pregnant with my twins, or in 2008, I had my hair cut to just about here. And if I have the chance, I'll input a picture. It was cut super, super short. And I said that I wasn't going to do that anymore. I was just feeling adventurous and kind of going through a new thing. And yeah, so I don't think I could go short like that anymore. I wasn't very happy with it after the excitement of having short hair wore off. So I would lose it. I would ask to speak to the manager. I would ask for a refund and then freaking lose it. Because, well, now I gotta go get technical with you guys. If you're gonna go in for a haircut, you need to be specific and you need to make sure that when you talk to the hairstylist, they know exactly what you have in mind before they even touch your hair. You go in, you tell her you want a Pixie Lott cut, they'll give you the Lott cut, done. But before they even cut your hair or start, you need to make sure, okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right? What length are you planning to cut it? How are you planning to cut it? And have them explain it to you. If they can't explain it, they can't cut your hair. Like, they shouldn't be touching your hair. So those are things you want to take into consideration when you go and get your hair cut. Number 6, your friend surprises you with a 4-day city break and you have 1 hour to park. Which do-it-all palette do you pack in your makeup bag? Oh gosh, you guys gotta go get all technical with me. Which do-it-all palette? I would probably take the palette I take with me every time I travel, and that would be my Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. That palette has been with me everywhere. I've taken it all the way to DC to meet the President of the United States. Like, it is one of my favorite palettes of all time. If that palette wasn't available, I would take my Lorac Pro, because I know that the colors in there are universal for me to use. I can build it up for smoky eye. I can use it every day. I can definitely twerk it and tweak it out if I need to make it work for me. Now, the thing about that though is, if you are talking about palettes that really have to do it all, like face palettes and stuff like that, then I would probably take my Too Faced A Few of My Favorite Things palette, because that palette has blush and bronzer in there, which I can definitely use, and that will work. Number 7, your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? Oh my goodness, why we gotta go be all hard like that? What is the product I really hope is safe? Don't mind me, I'm looking over at my makeup collection. That's like unanswerable. Could I just say my makeup collection and that be considered one product? I really don't know. That's not an easy one. I am going to say probably my Naked One. It is, I mentioned this in the last question, it is my favorite. It is my go-to. It is my travel palette. Yeah, it's easy to replace. I definitely could replace it, but that would be the one where if I was stuck with nothing, at least I had that one thing to still be able to create looks. Number 8, I'm sorry, my allergies are super bad. Number 8, your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed? Right. B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same to something of theirs. Okay, I'm going to get technical on this one as well. First of all my friends know that I don't lend my makeup to anybody, okay? You don't touch my makeup. I don't use my personal makeup on anybody, like my clients, nothing. I have a kit for that. So it is, it would be a rarity. So it's kind of difficult for me to answer that question at the same time, because that is kind of a rarity. I would never do that. And if I do lend it to someone, it's usually not lending. If they are allowed to use it, then I just tell them keep it. So I would say ask them to repurchase it. I say this a lot in many of my videos and stuff like that. When you look at some of these people's collections, whether it's a collection my size, smaller or bigger, makeup is a huge investment. It is one of the biggest industries worldwide. Like, they need to repurchase it, period. Because if not, I'd be a very mad person. And if it is limited edition, all hell is gonna break loose. But yeah, it's not gonna happen because I don't lend my makeup out at all. You look, you don't touch. I'm just that mean. But anyway, that is it. I tag all of you guys. If you do this tag, definitely leave a link to your video down below because I definitely want to see it. I've been enjoying watching these tags. I think it's super, super cute. I know this is longer of a video than I would have liked, but I wanted to explain to you all. But I'll see you guys in my next one. I'll talk to y'all soon and have an awesome day, guys. Bye.